Hi, welcome to Sweets on the Loose. I wish you guys were on the show here 2 minutes ago because that was a fun topic.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Sandra.
Yep. Hi, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm pretty good.
It's almost Friday.
It is almost Friday, and I am okay. So I'm right now super focused on not sitting the way you told me to sit because there was something blocking my view and getting in my eye for those of you who are actually watching us. So I just look completely insane right now, trying to keep my head not the way.
You're fine.
Okay. I'm happy to be home from New Orleans because that was last week, right?
Yeah, it was last week. Welcome home. How was your trip to New Orleans?
It was good. I mean, I didn't really, it was a good trip. Very successful, I would say.
Okay.
Didn't see a lot of New Orleans, but
that was my question. Did you go and get something else did you see anything else besides hotel rooms, conference rooms, and a restaurant?
2 hotels, a couple of conference rooms, and a couple of restaurants. And then we drove through the French Quarter.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Okay.
So that was fun.
Okay. So did you collect any beads?
No. I did not dance topless.
Okay.
I did not, I didn't have the full experience.
Did you eat beignets?
I did not eat beignets.
Oh, that's all right. They're overrated anyway. They're just sugary donuts, except they're really good.
They are. I wonder if
Café du Monde, is that what they're called? Café du Monde, is that what I think that's what it's called, the famous one.
I actually didn't know that was from New Orleans. I just know that New Orleans was like the po' boy sandwich.
That too. Well, that's not specifically New Orleans. I think that's Louisiana.
Got it.
Yeah.
And then the beignet.
I lived in Louisiana.
Yeah, I remember because you told us your story. You're right. Where in Louisiana were you?
So it is called Vinton, Vinton, and it's about an hour and a half from New Orleans. And I was there designing a casino at Delta Downs Racetrack. It was the first casino on land that got their permission to build a casino on land because all the other casinos are on the lake. And so Delta Downs was the first landlocked casino in the state of Louisiana. So I was there designing a casino. So I lived in Vinton. Yeah.
That's pretty crazy. I cannot see you living there. So
it was for me as an animal lover, it was pretty rough because they just had very little regards about pets. I mean, they're not pets.
A lot of strays.
Animals.
A lot of strays.
Yeah. And people don't consider dogs and cats as pets. They consider them animals, which is fine. I mean, everyone each to their own, but it was pretty rough to me. So there was a lot of roadkill. And I had, like I said, when I told my story, I think I had kittens and puppies and all kinds. Animal control was on speed dial. They knew me by first name after a month and a half living there. So anyway, yeah.
You are a force to reckon with, Christina.
When it comes to animals, yes, I am. Speaking of animals, my little kittens, they were supposed to be neutered this week, and I went to the vet, and I kind of knew that was going to happen. They all 3 have colds still, pretty not severe. It sounds dramatic, but they have upper respiratory colds. So we are doing another round of antibiotics for all 3 of them, and hopefully we can get rid of that so that we can then neuter them and they can go to the shelter and get adopted out.
Cool.
We'll see how that goes. Dad, if you're listening,
oh my gosh.
Hopefully I can say goodbye to them because oh my gosh, they are so cute. I sent you the picture where they're all laying on me and they're all loving on me. Oh my gosh, it is like kitten caboodle, and it's just love fest, a total love fest. They're so cute.
Kittens are like so cute.
Oh, they are awesome. And yesterday they met Felix, my cat. And it's funny because when I look at Felix, my cat, compared to my kittens or the kittens that I have here, Felix looks like a lion. I mean, he is huge. He is humongous. And, but he did not like is what his reaction was. And my little kittens are like, oh, like this. Their eyes were super big and their tails became all poofy. And I'm like, how do they know it's a different cat? That it's a cat. It's really weird. Because when they meet Charlie, my diplomat in the family, because he is for them to get used to dogs, he is my subject for introducing them to
representative.
Dogs.
Yeah, he representative.
And, because he's so sweet and he just submits. He just lays down and waggles his tail. And, his tail is a big plume. So they love his tail. So they attack tail. And Charlie's like, but they don't hiss at him. They don't hiss at him and their tails don't get big. But when they saw Felix, it's like, how do they obviously they see each other as a cat, I'm assuming, but how do they know that Felix is another cat and they don't get along? But it was weird.
I know it is funny. It's funny about that too. We were up at the barn yesterday, walking, just hand walking, Wise Guy.
Yeah.
For you guys hopefully know Wise Guy by now. So that's Vivi's horse and so we were hand walking him because they had a whole bunch of injections and vaccinations and stuff.
Oh, okay.
And then so we were walking by and there was like a hose out front, a long hose that kind of looked like a snake.
Okay.
And I guess I'm a little brainwashed with horses. Like when you walk around, you automatically look at things from their perspective. So I'm automatically trying to figure out like, oh, is this a thing or is this not a thing, for him? It was not a thing for him. He's just so cool about stuff. He's fine. And the worst that he ever does is just, he'll stop and then he kind of he'll freeze and then he'll look but then he softens and then he keeps moving, but I always worry that when they stop, they freeze, that they're going to like glue to the ground because then there's going to be aftermath to deal with. There's going to be like an explosion of some sort.
Right.
So that's why I was looking at this damn hose.
Yeah.
But he was chill with it. And so I told Vivi, I'm like, how do they know? How do they, why is that not a snake for him?
Right.
And Vivi, of course, smart. She's like, well, they can smell it.
I was just going to say, it's probably smell too. So the smell probably has something to do with it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy. Good. So you need to actually tell me more about this whole barn. And I'm coming to Phoenix in December to work. And I get to see you. I get to stay with you, which I'm very excited about. But you were telling me about the new barn, and I am thrilled to. So just share more about that, because having a barn like that, I think, is life-changing.
I can't wait for you to see it. I can't wait to get Kim Dalton over there to see it.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Yeah. So this is a barn it's still a private barn.
Okay.
And it's on your way to, I guess is it New River? No, Verde River. Sorry.
Okay.
So it's kind of it's up north and then kind of east, right?
Okay.
And it's a big property with a huge covered arena.
Awesome.
So
That's
exciting.
a dream.
And then the stalls are brand spanking new. No horse has ever set foot.
Oh, that's awesome.
So it's like it's like a new
facility.
New home. Yeah. Moving into a new house that's
so
just
cool.
built.
Yeah.
And then they've broken ground on a second arena that will be for our trainer.
Wow.
For jumping.
Yeah.
Which is very neat. And then there are turnouts. The turnouts are still, they're good for here. They're not great compared to, what we have maybe in Europe and Sweden.
Yeah, right.
But they're decent. And then there's a path around the property that's part of it is going to be turned into a little bit of a cross country.
Oh, fun.
With jump.
I'm so jealous.
Yeah.
We should try to get on a horse or two horses when I'm there.
We're gonna do a lesson. So I'll do a lesson on Wise, and then we'll find a horse for you. Probably, I think this one horse, his name is Krieger.
Okay.
You get him?
Yeah.
The warrior.
Yeah.
He's actually looking for a home. He's looking for a girl or a boy. No, I know, not you, but I'm saying
good.
for anybody else out there who's looking for a nice little junior horse.
Okay.
This guy is just so brave, so fun. I've ridden him a couple of times.
Is he a horse or a pony?
He's a smaller horse.
Okay, cool.
So he's probably like 15 hands.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah.
Very nice. Cool.
Maybe.
I haven't taken a lesson since Terry, who owned the horse Frank, since she was doing dressage with me, and I hurt my whole body. Every muscle in my body hurt after having a lesson with Terry because I haven't had lessons since I was in my 20s.
Hard work.
It is hard work. It is hard work. It's worth it though. I mean, it made me want to be better because, if you ride a horse properly, because I have so many bad habits. I mean, I have so many bad habits. I still know how to ride and I can still get by in doing what I need to do. But, I haven't competed in forever and ever and ever and ever. And I haven't had to compete or had to have a lesson in forever. But it was so fun to do lessons with Terry because she really reignited the whole want of doing better for myself and for the horse. So I can't wait for Abby to kick my behind. Tell her to be nice.
Anytime that you're here, we should do a lesson.
That would be so cool. That would be so fun. That would be awesome. And really, Kim Dalton, and I know we talked about Kim before. Kim is a dear friend of ours, and she's a very talented designer. And Kim Dalton Interiors, and she's also a horse gal and has a horse in Montana. But I think her finding your barn and being able to ride there would benefit her as well. So.
Yeah, I can't wait. Yeah.
Yep. I did ask her if she wants to be, because we would like to invite her on the show because she's so multi-talented. I mean, there's so much stuff that she can share with us. And she's like, oh, what did I do to deserve that? And I'm like, no, don't see it as a punishment. See it as something fun. But anyway, yeah. So we'll see. But yeah, I'm coming to Phoenix.
And we should ask her kind of like the top 3 things that you can do to your house, for example. That, something along those lines, like to revamp the top 3 things that you can dig into. Sure. Yeah.
Yep. I remember the first thing that Kim told me when I met her and I think we had just bought our Christie home, our home in Phoenix, our favorite home. And the advice that she gave me was make sure you live there for at least, I think it's 30 days, but it might be longer. It might be 3 months, but live there before you start buying stuff for the house because you want to live there for a while before you start hanging pictures, hanging art, buying furniture, obviously have your essentials, but live there for a while before you buy because you want to get to know your house before you start buying stuff. Right. And that has always worked for us. So Jeff and I actually have taken that to heart everywhere we've gone. Is we listened to what Kim gave us, the tips she gave us. So
yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's good advice.
It is good advice. So.
Remember that couch that you used to have there? That kind of the turquoise blue velvety couch?
Yes.
Love that couch.
Mm-hmm. Do you know who has it?
No.
Donna.
Oh, does she?
Yep.
Well, so answer this though, because there's a hole in that couch.
Yes, there was a hole.
Oh, there was always a hole even when you got it?
No. And I'm trying to remember who ate it.
I was going to say, what's the story? How did you get it?
Yeah, so we got the couch. We got 2 couches, beautiful couches from at home, the store, and two turquoise couches and 2 huge pink chairs. I mean, they were super cool. But and I think we just had gotten Tucker. So I think it was Tucker who ate a hole in my couch, like the first week that we had it.
It was Tucker?
And yeah, it was Tucker of all, and he's never been destructive since. Like, I don't know what happened, but I think
it's one and done.
One and done. Really, he's never eaten shoes or anything. But I found a material that was very clear, similar to it, and I filled the hole and then I patched it. So there's just like a patch. So, but Donna has one outside because in Phoenix you can keep furniture outside year round. So she has one outside and then she has the other one inside and it looks great. They look fantastic. So they live on. And the pink chairs I actually sold on Marketplace. So some stranger came and picked those up. So
I don't even remember those.
Yeah. Yep. Right.
Huh.
Yep. So anyway, how do we get into couches?
Well, we were talking about Kim Johnson.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
So anyway, from horses to couches. What a great transition.
From horses.
Right. So, oh well. So we don't really have a topic today, just, life in general. And we're still, I think Ricky, who is helping us take care of our show, is helping us. And we are very excited and very grateful to have Ricky in our court. So thank you, Ricky, for stepping up and taking care of us. Mm-hmm. Yep. He edits and puts it all together and gets our show out. So this is our show. This is the show right after we did our public service announcement about, how we're trying to figure out how to move on. But I think we have a good solution. I think Ricky is helping us. And our biggest fear, I guess, is our platforms going away of how we get our show out to Spotify and Apple Podcasts. But
I wonder how many platforms, background. So the company that we use is Odyssey. Mm-hmm. And how many alternatives are there? Yeah.
I think there's a lot. But again, I don't know. Again, not my world.
Right. Yeah.
But yeah, no, we can. I think we're in good hands. I think we can keep going, doing what we're doing. And we decided to, I'll bring my microphone, this one, with me when I go to Phoenix. So if we want to, because either we sit beside each other or we just, sit out in the park somewhere and do a show. But I would love to do a couple of shows while we're in Phoenix. And
the good thing is the new barn has Wi-Fi, and so we can actually do an episode up there if we want.
Oh my gosh! Can you imagine? Keep talking. I have a dog that's choking.
Dog on the loose and choking. Oh, that's not good. Is he alive?
He's alive. I gave him pig ears.
Who's choking? Let me guess. It's Gunner.
It's actually Charlie.
Oh.
He's trying to eat the whole pig's ear whole. And of course, it becomes like this slimy mess. Gross. Anyway, welcome to my world.
Yeah.
Dogs choking on pig's ears.
Yeah. I mean, okay. Well, and I don't know that we've really talked about your dogs in depth, but you have 5, right? And 1 cat.
You're hesitating?
I had to do a quick head count.
I just want to say, I have 5. I have 5 and they are all rescues and they all came at different times, actually. So Jeff and I, when we moved to Arizona, we got 2 English Mastiffs. First, we got one from a pet store, which was, we'll never do that again. But we got Samson, our English Mastiff, from the pet store. And then the deal with the pet store was if you buy their food from them, you get a discount and longer warranty on your dog, blah, blah, blah. So I would go to the pet store at the mall every so often to buy pet food, dog food for Samson. And one day I was walking in, and there's another English Mastiff puppy sitting in the window. And I did the mistake of asking who his parents were. And it was the same parents as Samson. So I called Jeff and I said, Samson's brother is sitting in the pet store at the mall. We can't leave him here. So I came home with dog food and a dog.
Oh my gosh.
So that's how we got Wilson.
That's a wicked, successful business model that you encourage people to buy the food. They have to come back. They have to look at the puppy.
Right.
What are the odds?
Smart marketing, really.
Yeah.
Hey, excuse me. Finnegan, come here.
You're like a doggy daycare.
Finnegan, he smells something and have no idea what it is. Come here. Stop. Thank you. Anyway, so then we decided to have smaller dogs after our Mastiffs passed away, and actually, what inspired it all was, well, not all, but I found Charlie online from the shelter in Phoenix, and he was just a tiny, tiny little puppy. He was born at the shelter, at the shelter, and he was so cute. He was like he looks like a little guinea pig. He was so small. It was smaller than my shoe, and there was a line of people wanting the puppies. So I was like there first 8 a.m. the day after they had posted it, and I came home with Charlie. And Charlie is my snowflake. He is extra special to me because I got him on a Wednesday, and on Friday night he just tanked and ended up having parvo. So we almost lost Charlie, and I had to relinquish him back to the shelter because the care was so crazy expensive. The vet bills were insane. And they said, well, we can take him, but you will have to relinquish him back to us for us to be able to treat him. And that was the hardest thing ever. And my mom was here to visit. And so mom and I drove back to the shelter and had to give Charlie back. And I didn't know. It was heartbreaking. And the vet wouldn't communicate with me because he wasn't my dog. So I didn't know if Charlie was alive or not for a whole week. It was horrible. It really was traumatic. But anyway, he survived. He had parvo and hyperglycemia. It was like one thing after another. And then we got him back. And again,
did they call you? Like as soon as he got better?
When he was well, when they called, the vet called the shelter, said, hey, he survived. He's good. He's ready to come home. And they gave me the option, do you want him? I'm like, are you kidding me? Yeah, he's my dog. So Charlie came back home, and he has survived a few things for sure. He's the same dog that got poisoned with antifreeze while I flew home to Sweden with him and Gunner, my other dog, my second dog, and because I needed a friend for Charlie. And but anyway, so we flew home to Sweden, and we were out on this big nature preserve, and someone had taken bunny poops, we think, and soaked them in antifreeze because they wanted to hurt dogs, which is their story. Mm-hmm. So Charlie digested, took 8 bunny poops that had antifreeze in them. So he almost croaked in Sweden. And it was scary. So Charlie is very special to me. So he's my firstborn. He's a corgi mixed with something called Nova Scotia Ducktooling Retriever. He looks like a corgi with the long tail and short legs. Finnegan, stop. And then Charlie needed a friend, and we found Gunner. Gunner is a Dachshund Terrier mix, very high strung, not a good match for Charlie because Charlie is the diplomat in the family. He submits, and he's just the nicest, calmest dog.
Yeah.
So I still needed a friend for Charlie, but then Jeff called me one day from work. He used to work at VW up in North Scottsdale, and they actually, and I think they still do today, they work with Halo, the Halo, the restaurant.
Yep.
And they had every other Saturday, they would have adoption events at the dealership up in North Scottsdale. So Jeff texts me a picture of a dog sitting in a dog crate, and it was Tucker. And I knew, I said to him, are you crazy? Of course, if you text me a picture, what do you think is going to happen? Because he says, oh, this dog is cute. I'm like, oh gosh. So 20 minutes later, I was at the dealership with Charlie, Gunner, and Cutie, Kim's dog, my boss's dog, because we were babysitting her at the time. And I thought, okay, well, we're going to go meet this dog. And sure enough, Tucker came home with us. And Tucker is a Cairn Terrier Wolfhound mix. He's not big as a Wolfhound, but he's more of a Cairn Terrier size. And he's just the best dog. But him and Gunner became friends. So I still needed a friend for Charlie. And then we found Finnegan, and he was my Valentine's gift one year. Most men give their wives roses, but I get puppies, which is awesome. So I got Finnegan, and he's a Yorkie poo. He's the only real breed. He's a Yorkie poo. So he's more poo than Yorkie. I mean,
does he get along with Charlie?
He does, but he's a terror. We call him Adolf because he's a
monster.
He's a terror. Yeah. Because he grew up with 3 brothers. So he, or actually 4 brothers. And so Finnegan, so we kind of still needed a friend for Charlie, but we didn't find one because Charlie's just, he's mama's boy. So he is happy on his own and being with his humans. And then we got Phoenix I met Phoenix when he was a tiny little puppy, and I told the owner, Leah is her name, and I told her, I said, you don't know this, but your dog is going to be mine one day. And a year and a half later, he was mine. and Phoenix is my only blonde child. All the other ones are dark brown or black. And
we need to post. So we should post pictures of your names so that people can see
who's who.
And some of them have like Instagram accounts.
Yes, they all. Yep.
Yeah, they all do. Yeah.
We have Charlie Always. He has almost 3,000 followers. It's insane. So
no
Charlie
way.
He has more followers than I do. It's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Charlie Always. And then we have Finnegan.
Maybe we can ask him to do some crossover exposure.
For Sweets on the Loose. There you go. Yeah. We should do that. Totally. I know. Rich Dad Poor Dad follows Charlie Always.
Wow.
Kind of fun. I know. Robert Kiyosaki. But Phoenix is he is a Corgi Golden Retriever mix, which sounds weird, but he is small like a Corgi, has a cropped tail like a Corgi, but has also Golden Retriever in him. But anyway, and then there's Felix the cat.
Yeah.
So we have a lot. I have a lot of dogs, but the pack is perfect.
Yep.
Is perfect. 5 dogs is perfect.
You do pack a punch over there.
I do. No pun intended. No pun intended. But no, I love my pups. They are, as you know, I have no kids. These are my children. Mm-hmm. And they really, truly are my children. And I wouldn't have it any other way. They're pain in the behind, but I created my own monsters, obviously. But I love them.
We all do. For the most part, you all do. I mean,
right.
It's some debate, nature versus nurture, but
right.
But yeah, you do kind of create your own monsters. We were talking about that the other day at home too.
Yeah.
I've got 3 on the loose today.
Nice.
Well, I always have 3 on the loose.
Yes, you do.
My 3 2-legged ones on the loose, and then I have the 4-legged Freya. But Mia's doing something exciting today. Okay. She is at a place called, I think we've talked about Ability360 before.
Yeah.
Yep, down in Tempe. So they put, not only do they have a kind of a sports and fitness center for individuals with different abilities, but they also have a separate building where they do classes and like cooking classes and all kinds of. Yeah, and they do they have a girl empowerment class. They have all kinds of stuff going on. But today it's Friendsgiving. So she actually got to skip school. Okay. And I took her down to Ability360. But because we have so much else going on this afternoon, she is taking her own transportation home. And we've practiced this a number of times. Mm-hmm. So she's taking paratransit. So you call them up. Yep. You call them up and you book your thing, and then they show up, and she, and they do charge a little bit. Yeah. It's supposed to be for close. I think it's free within a certain number of miles.
Right. Yep.
Outside of that, then you could add the charge, which is fine, but it works for today in a pinch where I have to be in 2 places at once kind of thing.
Yeah. So what a great thing for her to learn that part of being independent. That's amazing.
Yeah. And so today is really the first day that we're doing this out of necessity. Before, we've done it a couple of times just to practice. Yeah. And in the beginning, I would drive behind the paratransit.
Okay.
And but today she's coming home to an empty house. She has the garage code. She's doing this on her own.
Great.
And I said, do you want more fire, or do you want Grandpa to greet you? And she was like, oh, I'm good. I got this.
Wow. Good for Mia. Mm-hmm. Awesome. So what is she doing at 360 today?
So today it's Friendsgiving.
Right. So are they cooking, or are they just being served?
Well, great question. Every time they do some kind of cooking class, they're asked to bring something.
Okay.
So typically she would bring something, and then they make a meal together.
Okay.
Today she was asked to bring pumpkin pie.
Okay.
So I don't know if it's kind of, if it's going to be a spread
kind of thing.
Yeah. Or if they're maybe making a little something too, but it's neat because the teacher of that class, she sits in a wheelchair. So, it's very kind of, it's just neat. And the other day, you'd love this. The other day, Mia and I went down to Ability360 to do a group class in the fitness center called Strong and Safe and Strong or something like that.
Okay.
So it's a chair, a group, like a chair exercise class.
Okay.
You're sitting in your chair and you've got your weights and this and that and the other. And the leader who led us, she had a service dog with her.
Oh.
And at the end, the service dog she wants to go around and greet everybody and say hi. So she got to do that. She came up to us. And so we started talking about it. And she has a ton of connections in the world of service dogs and spoke highly of kind of like mobility dogs, like racing dogs.
Yeah.
So, food for thought. We might dive
down
into
that route again.
Yeah, and kind of figure out if that's something that could work for Mia.
Okay.
Eventually.
Oh, I bet.
I feel like it's a lot to manage, though. You know?
Yeah, it's not just having a dog. You still need to feed it and entertain it and.
I'm not worried about that. Mia's very good about feeding. She feeds Freya and she feeds Kitty all the time, and she does a litter box. She's great.
Great.
But in terms of kind of like motor skill, mobility, like navigating, making sure you've got the dog on this side, and then it's a little bit of management, but you've got to start somewhere.
I just want to say, I think it's just sink or swim. I want to say, but obviously we don't want her to sink. But I think it's just practice, and repetition.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah. Isn't it incredible that you can raise or train a dog to be, I've watched these videos all the time when they are like diabetes and they sniff out before. What's that?
Seizure alert dog.
That's how is that possible? Like that just blows me away. Incredible. So, wow. Okay. Well, keep that connection.
Yeah.
You never know.
Yeah. Yep.
Very nice. Cool.
So, and then we're kind of segueing into cooler weather here. We're supposed to get rain. They're promising / threatening with this weekend. So Saturday and Sunday, it's like 60-70% that we're going to get rain.
Okay.
I know, it's hopeful. I'm hopeful.
Yeah.
Talk about your northern lights.
Oh my God. Did you see that? That for those that obviously haven't seen this, but you know what? They were all over the country because I just talked to my neighbor and he said he got text messages from people in the middle states in California. So it was all over the place, but I have an app called the Aurora app and it's from Kim Dalton. She told me about the Aurora app because she loves Northern Lights and it tells you when it's called a KPI index. It tells you, okay, the possibilities of you having, download it. It's amazing. It tells you, okay, the probabilities of you being able to see Northern Lights where you are in your location is this many percent. So you walk outside and you're like, there's nothing. You hold up your camera or your phone with your camera and you hit photo and it's obviously nighttime. So it takes a delay and all of a sudden my phone just went, it was green and purple and blue. We were out there. We were out there for probably an hour taking pictures. Not last night, the night before. They did have them. There wasn't a Northern Lights last night as well.
Yeah.
Not even close because it was more. We had more clouds last night, but the night before it was unreal. And I caught a shooting star on camera.
I saw.
Oh my gosh! It was like.
Are you going to blow that up or what?
I don't think it's clear enough. It looks better on the if you have it small and on a little, but I think if I blow it up, it's just going to be blurry. But the colors is just amazing. What I was trying to do, and maybe if you listeners here know how to do this, I was trying to do a time-lapse video on my phone, but video doesn't work. I can't see it on video on my phone. Even if I have night mode on my phone, on video, on time lapse or just normal video, the Northern Lights don't show up. Like it's just basically just dark because I think it has to do about the exposure. Because when you have night mode on your camera, on your photo, it says hold still. And I think you hold still for 3 or 10 seconds and it overexposes to open up the lens to be able to capture the colors. But I don't know how to do the settings on that on time lapse. So either I'll just ask ChatGPT, but I'm also asking your audience if anyone knows how to time lapse Northern Lights or, any meteor shower or anything like that, please let us know, because that would be amazing. So
interesting. Yeah.
But it was incredible.
I tried. Really, yeah. When after you sent those, then the next night, because I saw that, I can't remember where, but I guess I saw online that it stated you could see it 2 nights in a row or 3 nights in a row.
In Arizona too?
Some parts of Arizona, not the part that I am in.
Probably northern part. Yeah, I believe that. No, I believe that.
So I did try. I went outside. Yeah. And you can kind of see, actually, the other night, the same night that you saw yours, when driving home from the barn, I think it was Tuesday night, I did see the sky the colors were beautiful. The sunset was very colorful.
Okay.
But that was it. That was the extent of it.
Got it. Yeah.
What is that? What is the Northern Lights?
It's a geological storm. So it's when atmospheric changes. Homework.
What is okay?
How does Northern Lights happen, and why does it happen? I think it's what I understand. It's called it's like geological storm. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, But that's homework for next time. Which we should definitely do.
I wish we could give the homework to our listeners.
I know. Well, no, we have to do some homework ourselves. We can't be that lazy. Seriously.
I guess. Okay.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. No, that will have to be our homework for next time. But so that was amazing.
I have
anything that has to do.
Doctor is calling me right now. So can we?
Call you?
Charlie's doctor.
Oh, got it. Okay. We'll pause. We'll see you next time. Hey, do. Thanks for listening to Sweets on the Loose.